Okay, today what we are going to cover, we needs to analyze the data that is available on a sheet, and using this data we have to analyze something. What we want to do, we have data available, and in Excel or as any data analyst we need to understand about the data. So today we are going to understand about this data and we will work on this data. So we have data like user ID, app means what platform is, daily minutes spent, how much time a particular spent on a platform, and D column contained posts per day, means to say how many posts are happen at this platform, likes per day, how many likes per day, and follows per day. Okay, so I want to know the total minutes spent on the Facebook. How we can know? In this case I want to add, what I want to add, I want to add daily minutes spent. Okay, what I want to do, I want to add daily minutes spent. To add daily minutes spent on a particular platform, we what we need some functions. What functions we can we use? What function can we use over here? I want to calculate the total Instagram time in minutes used, total time of Instagram. For example, I want to know the total time of Twitter. Wherever the Twitter is find, we have to calculate the value of that platform. Understand? So what we can use, we can use sum if, sum if or sum ifs. But at this moment we can use sum if because we have to find the sum based upon single value. So I want to know about the Twitter. Sorry, I will click here and paste the Twitter. To know about the Twitter time, total time spent by the Twitter, what we can do, we can use the sum if based upon the Twitter. So equals to sum if. What it is saying, always read these hints, adds the cells specified by a given condition or criteria. Criteria means condition. Criteria means condition. Means to say, add the cells. Here cells will be added specified by given condition. Based upon some condition, those cells provided, those will be added, or criteria. Condition or criteria means to say condition and criteria is the alternate name of each other. So here we are going to understand about sum if. So tab, what it is asking for the first value, range. First argument is range. What the range is means to say from where we want to calculate the data. So in this range I need to find the criteria. So I'll just select, click here. What steps I followed? Click here, press the control and shift and down arrow. When I press control shift and down arrow and then control shift down arrow, then we can press comma. Okay, what next? It is asking for criteria. So it is asking for the criteria means what is the condition. Okay, so what is the condition I want to find? I want to find Instagram or Twitter, like this. We have this value, we want to find this value. Okay, and what next argument is some range, what we have to add. So this is the column, from that we have to add. So I will just again click control shift and down arrow, it will select the entire column, not entire column, the column frame up to what the data is available. Okay, then we will close this shift parenthesis. Okay, Now you can see in the formula bar we have sum starts from B1 to B 1001 and H5 is the location cell address where the condition is exist, and C1 to C 1000, so 1001. So this is the range where we have sum if function is applied. When I press enter, I'll get the value of that. Now this is the value of the Twitter, but we just don't want to know about the Twitter. We want to know how many values, unique values are available. So I want to know the unique values. What I will do, control shift and right arrow. We have selected the header of the table, then control shift L. When we press control shift N, then you can see some drop down buttons is added here. So these buttons are called filter. So when I click, come here and use alt down arrow, or just by click here, you will see all the possible values are available in the column. So we have repeated values are there, and in this column we have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Snapchat, TikTok and Twitter. These are the values, those are unique. Except this, there is no value available in this entire column. So to get idea about every, I don't want to just see the unique values, I want to know the unique values as well. So to know the unique values, we have a function, but that function is unique. Okay, so I will use equals to unique. Okay, we have unique, this is the function. What it do, returns the unique values from a range or array. Range or array, what is the meaning of array? Array means row and column, combination of row and columns. Okay, and range and array as a similar word, same thing. Okay, returns the unique values. This function will return unique value from a array. But array is, we have app, means to say what are the apps, and many times repeated. So from this we will get the unique values only. So I will use unique and then tab. Now it is asking for the array. So what is the array? This is the array. I'll click, I have clicked on this, control shift and down arrow, it is selected. Now you can see what is the range of this, comma, what I want to do, I want to find the returns unique columns, returns unique rows. What we want to do, if we don't pass anything, because these arguments, these two arguments are the optional arguments. Now you can see these are in the brackets, square brackets. Whenever we have value in square brackets, we can left those values. It is not mandatory. So I'll just close the parenthesis and then press enter. When I press enter, now you can see we have all values available as unique value. From now I want to know the total number of times spent in minutes. So I said time in minutes. Okay, so how can we do, we just do equals to sum if I want to know the range. What is the range of this? I'll come here and I'll give the range, comma, then I will give the criteria. What is the criteria? This is the criteria. Okay, I just, what I did, I just press the left arrow. Okay, now comma, what is it asking for? Range of the sum range. So I'll come here, control shift down arrow, this is the sum range, and then bracket and then enter. Now we have Pinterest values available. I'll just copy this, and if I try to paste here, now you can see range is changing. If I copy and paste up to this bottom, now you can see what range is the in here, B7 to B1007, means to say it should not be happen, date should not be happen. So you have two ways to do this. But first is using the absolute reference and relative reference, so we can make the address as absolute. So I just come here and click, sorry, press the F2 button from the keyboard. Okay, when I press F2, we have option, we can log this range. So you know well, very well, it is not change, going to change. That's why I just come here and click here and I pressed F4. When I pressed F4, this range is locked. When again press 4, it is not. So I also have to lock this, that's why I use F4 here. Now I also want to log this F4. To log this F4, every column is logged. First column app data is available. In second column, what exists in second column? Time in minutes. Okay, so at this point when I press enter, it is added. But one thing that we left, that is not fixed, because H8 is the, this is the address, and next time this becomes the address, next time this becomes the address, next time up to so. So at this point I just copy the code and come here. How can I come here? First of all, copy the code and come in the right side, left side, then control down arrow, it will let you reach at the end of the cell. Then again press the right arrow, control shift up arrow. Now it will select everything, then control V to paste the. Now you can see everything is now fixed. In any cell, when you press F2, you will get the address C1 to C1001 and B1 to B1001. Hope so you have clear picture about the time. Understand? But we can do this same thing with the another technique with the help of defined name. Okay, so I am going to create a name for this column value. So what I do, just come at the top and I use control shift down arrow, everything is selected. Then I will use some shortcuts. What are those? Alt, we have pressed the Alt M for formula, then Alt M, then again M for define name. You can see this is the define name. I press M and then I use D. So here I can give the name as it is app, or if you want the other name you can give the other name as well. Okay, now I come here in the minutes section, Alt MMD. Now we have daily minutes spent. Now you can see refers to social media uses, this is the sheet name, node symbol, then it is again asking the C1 to C1000 and dollar is placed in this. It means this location is logged and the name is given for this location is this. Okay, so I just okay. Now we have data is available. I want to calculate this data, time in minutes, TIM, time in minutes. How we can calculate this? By using equals to sum if, and I'm going to use the range. What the name we have given to range? App. So app, just press the app bracket start, just press the app. When I press the app, it will display the session and then press the tab. Okay, and then we said comma criteria. Criteria is the, this is the location, comma last thing what is asking for sum range, from where we have to sum. So we have to sum from time in so what's the name, uh, daily minutes you spent. Okay, so tab and then bracket 1 enter. So I just copy this entire thing and paste it here. Now you can see every value is the same, but here we don't need to care about the things, but here we have to care about the F4 absolute reference like this. So hope so you have idea about the sum if. Okay, so we have these minutes in seconds, but we want to calculate this in hours. So you can do this manually, no issue at all. How? Just divide by 60 like this. Okay, so follow that pattern. And up to this, you know, app, how many apps has uses this, and daily minutes means to say if we want to know the daily minutes uses, we can do post per day. If you want to know the what is the platform that has the highest number of posts. So first of all I want to know the highest number from this and this and this and this. So I come here and I use a max. Okay, I want to use and I want to get the maximum value from this column. So I will use equals to max, then I will pass the entire things and then bracket 1 enter. Now we have max values available. I want to again calculate equals to max, then what it is asking argument range. So control shift up arrow, now it will give the range, control shift close the parenthesis and enter, equals to what I want to calculate at this moment as well. What I want to, here I am max. Okay, so equals to max, I want to get the max value and I will give the range enter. And similarly I want to this, so just I can copy and paste it here. because we have not absolute reference, we have relative reference. According to, if we have relative reference, when we copy the formula from one location to another location, it will automatically be adjusted. Okay, same thing. So we have, here we have E and here we have F. Okay, you can see in the this formula bar. Okay, understand, these are the maximum value that are available here. Okay, okay. Okay, and if you want to know the minimum value, then we have another function is min, and I'm just going to use one, and you can do this yourself. Min, I do min, and what range I want to do, I want to give this, and now minimum value is 5. Similarly, I just copy this and paste it here, so I will get the minimum 0. How? Because I just copied it, and minimum is not available. Why? Let's check what's wrong with it. So it should be there, minimum should be there, equals to min, and I said range, and then bracket 1, and then enter. Now it has only, it's really has 0, I think so. Yes, it has 0. Okay, so that's why it is showing this like this. Hope so you understand about the sum if, and we can cover in detail about the sum ifs as well, count ifs as well, like these functions are there. Okay, thank you so much. I think you have got idea about this.